Thank you very much for finding me online. When you Google something like what are today's mortgage interest rates to buy a house, here is our site. It's a live site. It's active. It's up to date. It's current. You don't have to call a mortgage loan officer or a company to find out what their interest rate is. You don't have to put any personal information in there like your name, your email, or your phone number to get these quotes. These quotes are free. You get them right along. You have to add in some parameters, some filters to get that quote, but no personal information for you to see the quote. It's right there, right in front of your face when you do your filters. So this is to find our mortgage interest rates on buying a house on a home purchase. They're live and up to date. If the rates change throughout the day, this site is updated. It's available 24/7. It doesn't shut down. You can go here and check out the interest rates anytime you want without calling a loan officer. So let me walk you through how to complete the filters on a home purchase. So on here, the first one is your sales price. So you want to buy a $400,000 house. How much do you want to put down? You want to put 3% down? Do you want, this is a percentage, but if you want to come down here and say, oh, I want a $200,000 loan amount, you can do that. Okay, so I'm going to do 10% down. So that's going to put us at a $360,000 loan amount. So whatever you put in here is going to take the percentage and give you the loan amount here. You want to waive escrows, which means do you want your pay your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance outside of your mortgage payment? You can click yes. It's defaulted to no, so that means that you pay your principal and interest, your homeowner's insurance, and your property taxes, as well as with 10% down, you're going to have mortgage insurance on conventional. You're going to do primary residence, second home. The second home is like your vacation home, like you're going to go there on the weekends or a week. This is not your second purchase that you're going to rent. That would be an investment property. So if you're going to buy this as a primary residence, you're going to live in there full time, you're going to select it's a single family home, a condo, a townhouse, a duplex. What are you buying? What type of property? So right now we're just going to do single family residence. If you're doing a duplex, that's going to be a duplex right here. Okay, single family home. Credit scores. If your credit score is a 735, you're between the 720 and 740 bracket. So you're just going to put the 720 because it doesn't matter if you're 735, you're still going to get the same interest rate as 729 to a 739. So you just do 720 and above. What state are you in? I'm going to do California as of right now, but pick your state because we need to know the county that you're buying in because there's county loan limits. So California, let's just put San Bernardino. So when you put your state here, it's going to populate all the counties in that state. So we'll do California. If you're a veteran, active or retired, you would put yes, and then you do your drop downs right here. You are retired military. I'm 10% disabled. I've used it before. So we're going to do no military right now. But if you are military, go ahead and put that in there. The advanced option is we want a 30-day lock, monthly paid for the lock period. It's always going to be borrower paid, so you just want to leave it there. You can do a 60-day lock, a 45-day lock. Just do a 30-day lock right here for now. So get rates. What's this going to do? It's going to run our back office and give you the interest rates. Now you can select a 10-year rate. It's going to default to all of these loan products right here, 30, 20, 10, 25, and a 15. If you don't want to see those rates, you just click off of them like that, and it's just going to show you a 30-year fixed rate. We've got 19 options. It's going to show you the basic ones. You can go here, see all of them. You got your payments. Now this payment is just the principal and interest payment, and we're putting 10% down, so this is going to have the mortgage insurance in here. So you always can click up here as well. The payment reflects principal and interest and the mortgage insurance. The payment on the mortgage insurance is $138, so you can minus the $138 from here, and you would see how much you would roughly save if you were to put more money down or buy the interest mortgage insurance out. So $499 it starts off at, but you can see the cost, $16,000 to show details. So loan cost, it's going to cost you $15,500 almost to buy that interest rate down. That's what that means. So we don't want to see that one. We're going to do it hide. I want to go down. As I'm going down, I'm looking at lender fees to find out, get close to zero as possible, probably right about here, 6.5 interest rates today. Rates are going to change, and as of that, I'm doing this video, rates are high at the moment. So closing costs, it's going to cost you nothing to get that interest rate. Actually, it's a small rebate called a lender credit at $237. Okay, so those are just rough estimates to find out what our rates are today. So I'm going to go hide. If you want a lender credit, we can go to 6.99. You go down here to loan cost, and that's going to give you a lender credit of $2,300 roughly. So basically, the processing fee is not there. I mean, it goes away. Taking a higher interest rate is going to buy that out. But you got to pay it within the mortgage payment. You can see that $2,400 versus $2,500. There's about $117 difference roughly, and that's with the mortgage insurance in there as well. But you're buying that loan cost out, taking the higher interest rate. That might not be the best option. Okay, right now it is almost becoming a buyer's market a little bit. You can ask the sellers to pay for your closing costs. They can pay 2%. So maybe you can buy the interest rate down to 5.99. 2% on 360, what is that? $7,500 roughly. Look at that. They give you $7,500. You can buy that rate down because it's only $3,500. So you can buy the rate down even more, or pay for some other closing costs. So let's say you get $6,000 from the seller, 5.875. The lender cost $5,000. So that's basically paying that interest rate down to 5.875. That's something you can ask for. So when you're shopping around and you're calling people, if they don't have anything like this, they can tell you any number, which they should tell you the correct number based on what your credit score is, your purchase amount, how much you're putting down. But this site is free. It's up to date. And as you can see, I didn't have to put any information on there. So I'm going to have the link below on how to where to go to find this site. These are our interest rates at Canopy Mortgage today that are mine. I'll give you right to my site. You can see here's my name, my contact number, my picture. But you don't have to put any pertinent information in there, like your name, your cell phone or phone number, an email address, nothing. So you have to do all that fake stuff. This is right here based on the parameters you put in. If you want to get more detail, I'd love to talk to you about that. But this is what our interest rate is every day. It comes out about 8 o'clock in the morning. Pacific Standard Time is when these rates come out. So if you do it like at 1 in the morning, you can look at this 1 in the morning, get the rate, but that was the previous day's rate. Okay, so this is what our interest rates are today. Hopefully this was a helpful video. And also, if you don't like this rate, I'm going to do another video. I'll have that link below on, okay, these rates are a little high for me. I'm going to wait a little bit. You can do what's called a rate tracker. That's going to be another video I want you to check out as well. And I have the link below that you can monitor the rates. It's not going to spam you or anything. It's just going to say, hey, based on the information you put in, you want to be notified of what the interest rate will be. Here it is. It's at this point now. Do you want to talk to us? And you need to put your an email in there so we can email it to you, kind of thing. But we're not going to spam you with anything, and we're not going to say here's our rates today. But check out that video below, that link. But this is how you get an interest rate on a purchase home loan. If you want to find out what the interest rates are today, you don't have to call 10 lenders and beat yourself up. Come to my site. I'm very competitive, if not one of the lowest ones in the industry, that you don't need to call me. I'd love for you to call me if you need be. But when people call me, hey, what's your rate today? I go right to the site that is public. This is a link that you can find. I'll have the link below that you click on here. You just go through the filters. And you can go in here and run a different scenario. Oh, I want to put 20% down. And see what's going to, it's going to change everything here. Keep everything the same here, but it changes the loan amount. You just can go click update rates. And it's going to run the scenario. So default, so we just click off the 25, the 10, and the 20 year. It's going to give you 23 prices. And the mortgage insurance is not in there, okay? Because you're putting 20% down. So you can go through the same thing and go, okay, where is my payment going to be, the cost? Here's my payment with no property taxes and no homeowner's insurance, okay? It's not in there because we don't know what that's going to be. Now, can you come down here and say, let me get fine-tuned with it. Let me pick up 6.75. You can add what it is here, your annual homeowner's insurance. Let's say it's $1,000. Property taxes, let's say, when you're going to close, let's go 30 days out. Let's go March 11th. Annual property taxes, let's say it's $10,000 a year. and deposit on the contract. We don't need to do that. Seller will pay any kind of closing costs, and we're going to calculate. I guess it does need it. All right, so we'll go to annual taxes and deposit on the purchase. So let's say we're going to put $3,000 deposit, and we're going to calculate, and it's going to give you what the mortgage payment would be right here, estimated. County property taxes a month, property tax insurance what it would be a month, and $2,100. So it pulled it from here, and this is what it would estimated be. So you can figure all this stuff out. Now you need to know what your homeowner's insurance is going to be roughly, and what the property taxes are going to be roughly in that area, and you can say, okay, that's a good budget. I can budget for that every single month versus renting. So this site's pretty helpful on figuring stuff out. But if you want to walk through it, I'm not a pressure sales person here. I like to present and have a conversation with you and say, hey, what is your budget, so we can figure it out. But if you want to have a starting point, this is a great tool to start that point where you don't have to call everybody and go, God, am I going to get sales pitch? I have to give up all my information. Now I'm going to get bombarded with phone calls. Not here. Just put in your filters right here. Put these filters in right here, and it's going to give you what our interest rate is at that very moment. And there's nothing hidden. This is what you put in. Thank you very much for taking the time watching this video. Click on the link below if you want to do what's called a rate tracker. I'm going to do a video on that. That's going to show you these rates are out of my price range right now. They need to be in lower. You can put a price point in there with a targeted interest rate, and you'll get notified as soon as that hits there. You don't have to worry the rates dropping. You will get notified of that. I'll get notified of it too, that we sent that email to you. Like I said, you're not going to get spam. If you like this video, share it with anybody and everybody to say, hey, you want to know what the interest rates are? Go to this website here. I'll have the link below. Like, share, and comment. Love to hear from you, and thank you for taking the time out. My name is Nathan Rufty.